you guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my goals for the month of February as well as a recap on what I accomplished in January. If you missed January's video, then you missed me talking about why I got away from doing goals videos and why I am bringing them back. So if you want to check that out, I will link it down below. I do want to let you guys know that I've partnered with Skillshare on today's goals video, and I have a really awesome class to share with you guys if you or your children are into resin jewelry making. This is a new thing my oldest daughter has discovered, and of course I am always encouraging her creativity, and we found an awesome class on Skillshare that I will tell you about here in a second. So per the usual, if you've watched all of my goal videos in the past, this will be very similar. I'm going to share with you what I accomplished in January. If I did not accomplish any of the goals that I set, I will also let you know that. And then I will share with you guys what my focuses are for the month of February. Again, these are very applicable real life examples of how to execute intentionality in your life. I talked about the broader picture in January, but I'm not going to go into that every single month. So let's jump in and I'll let you guys know how I did in January. So you guys know, if you've been around here for any length of time, that I've been partnering with Skillshare for years, and that is because I truly love their platform. If you're not familiar with Skillshare, they are an online teaching and creating platform where they have thousands of classes on a variety of topics meant to help you foster your creativity, learn a new skill, discover a new passion, or even work on an existing skill like you already have in your life. For me, there's tons of personal development on the business side of things, and the best part about Skillshare is that the classes are taught by professionals in the industry, and they always share their credentials or their bios in the class description, so you're able to see who you're actually learning from, which is amazing. Another thing that I really want to highlight is that the content is ad-free, and so you don't have to worry about that, as well as every class is broken down into bite-sized sections, so it's not something that is going to take you hours to get through. Just 20 to 25 minutes can have you leaving with a new sense of creativity or inspiration, and that is the case for this class that my oldest daughter took. So she took the class is called, and I am reading it from behind the camera, Resin Jewelry Making with Mon Makes for clay and pressed flower resin jewelry making. The class was 25 minutes total, and it broke down everything she needed to know. It even went into polymer clay, which is another type of jewelry making that she's really getting into. And we use Skillshare in our homeschool often. They do have an app that you can download, and so your kids can access the classes easily that way. You can do it on your device or an iPad, or you can just log in on a desktop computer. So if you guys want to check out Skillshare, I will have a link down below for you guys where you can get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. Check it out for yourselves. Look all around there. Tap into your creative side or your kids' creative sides. Use it for art or journaling or calligraphy or watercolor. There are endless options of things to create on Skillshare, and that is why I love it so much. So that link will be down below for you guys. So for January, let's do a little recap. My goals were right here in my planner, so I'm gonna go over them. Painting our bedroom was a goal that I had. Getting my house organized and like cleaned out, and you know, all the things after the holidays. Saving some, focusing on saving money and really, dialing it back. And then leaning into disciplines in all areas of life, disciplines with food and nutrition, disciplines in workouts, disciplines in daily structure and schedule, disciplines in finances, like all the things. So those were my goals, and I am pleased to say that I accomplished all of those goals. I was very motivated in January to attack all of those things. In fact, we just finished painting our bedroom, which was on that list. 2 days ago. So you probably can't tell because it's just like the neutral color is going all throughout my house, but it's fresh and wipeable and not the builder flat paint. So really happy about that. So moving into February, I have some new goals to share with you guys. Let's see if there's anything on here that I don't want to share. We'll go like that. That is February's goals right there. So let me read them over to you. You guys know that I break things down into like sections. So my first goal for the relational category of my life is to plan for my daughter's 16th birthday. Now they're out for a morning walk right now, but they could be coming back any minute. So I don't want to go into too much detail with that, but there are some things that I need to plan. There are some things that we've already planned together. We decided in our family to make it a tradition for our kids when they turn 16 that they can choose a trip of their choice. Where do they want to go within reason for a weekend type getaway with one parent. So one-on-one time, dad or me, where do you want to go? And memories and experiences will always trump material possessions. We place a very high value on that. And so she's chosen where she wants to go and we have that all set in stone. However, there will be some things that I am gonna do just because I want this to be a very memorable and special birthday. So I need to finish executing those things. My spiritual goal is to use the time. I'm taking a little work retreat trip that I was invited on. And it's pretty much all expenses paid, which is an incredible blessing. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Lord has in store for me in this. It's a little bit different than things I've done in the past. I have no obligations when I go there. I am not going to speak. I'm not going to do anything else. And I'm nervous because it's completely across the country. I'm going by myself. It's in the middle of my homeschooling week. I had to find, not that my kids aren't old enough to stay home alone, but I didn't want them here 3 days in a row because it's smack dab in the middle of Jake's work week. And then my daughter has a dance competition literally the day that I get back. So I'm just hoping and praying that she's not dancing the day that I'm arriving home. So there was like a lot surrounding it that had me wanting to talk myself out of going. But I know that when that usually happens, there's a great reward waiting. So I am stepping out in faith. I'm going. I'm nervous for all of the above, but I just want to use that time and really let the Lord speak to me in the area of life that is the ministry online here that I do. So that is my spiritual goal for February. My personal goal for the month of February is to read one book. I am trying to read one book a month, and I realize that's, to some of you, you're like, that is pathetic. For me, that's a lot because I'm reading on average probably 3 to 4 books a month to my kids. So of course, if I could, and I know some of you homeschool moms can do that. You can read 3 to 4 books to your kids and 3 to 4 books a month for yourself. Unfortunately, I don't have that capacity, and reading is more of like a discipline for me. I enjoy it, but it does take, brain power and mental energy to open up a book versus just like doing nothing or something else that I would find or deem to be more productive. And so I want to read one book a month. So that is a personal goal. And I have the book lined up that I'm going to read. So I'm excited about this book. And usually if I'm excited about it, then I'm going to read it pretty quick. And then my other half of that is to continue to focus on strength training. I have walked through many seasons in my fitness journey, many. If you even watch my old YouTube videos, you can see like the transition from me being a personal trainer to me running marathons, to me leaving personal training, to 2020 happening and all of my workouts becoming home-based, to navigating that, the different timings and all the things. And As I've gotten older and as my body has changed and my hormones have changed and different things have come up in life because we're not the same people, you know, 5-6 years later, there's just been a desire of mine to refocus on strength training, like heavy weight lifting strength training, not, you know, 20 reps with 10-pound dumbbells, because that's just not challenging for me. So that is what I am focused on, and there's a lot that I could go into on why it's a struggle for me. Weightlifting actually comes really naturally to me. I would say I'm stronger than the average woman. Naturally, I can lift a lot, and I'm nowhere near what I was lifting, but I have always been able to build strength and muscle mass fairly easy. But in my own head and in my own, you know, struggles through life with body image and size and things like that, there's some stuff that I've needed to unpack with this. And so it's actually a bit of a challenge for me to leave behind certain elements or lessen certain elements that I, you know, am like, nervous about doing, but I know that what I'm doing is what's best. And so I want to continue to focus on that and just not have all of these external thoughts and pressures. So that is my goal. I am currently, and I'm going to film a week of workouts for you guys to kind of show a different routine that I'm kind of following right now, just one that I've created for myself. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do 5 days of exercise, which I've always done. And I'm trying to do 4 days of strength training and only 1 day of steady state cardio, like not even high intensity. So that's kind of what my plan has been, and I'll share more about that in the week of workouts that I do, but that's my personal goal. And then the last goal that I have for my life is the homeschooling area, and my goal here is to continue to focus on the rhythms that we've reestablished following the holidays. I actually sat down, and which I don't usually do, but I did this year, I plotted with erasable pens, so all things are fluid and changeable, where I thought we would be taking breaks through the spring and when I thought we would be completing school this year. I did that for a few reasons. One, we're taking 3 weeks off for a trip in the spring, which is in our school year, and so I wanted to kind of see where that was gonna put us. And then Jake and I sat down in December and January, and we pretty much planned out of necessity with his work life. We have to plan a lot of our travel ahead of time. There's no such thing as like on a whim. It doesn't happen. So that's part of, people always say, how do you plan it so early? Well, part of it is forced. So, but it's good because then we actually follow through with doing it. So anyways, I kind of know pretty much where we're going from now, which is the beginning of February, all the way until August. And then we have even one more thing in November. So there's still some stuff we can add in there, but yeah, so, you know, spring and summer is definitely the time where we really enjoy traveling a lot, and we have a special birthday that we're celebrating, and we're taking an awesome trip. So we're going to be off. So I wanted to see where we were going to land when it comes to school. And so because of those things, we do need to be very diligent in the month of January, which we were, and so February as well, and March, and then April and May will start to ease up a little bit as far as, you know, taking some time off. So we are in a focused, dedicated 5-day-a-week, do all the things school time frame right now, and we're happy with it, but it does take some perseverance at points. So those are my goals for the month of February. I will be back in March to let you know if I was successful on completing them. I would love to know if you guys relate to any of my goals I shared, or if you have any other questions that you want me to go over. Leave them down below. Make sure you check out the link to Skillshare, which will be down below for you guys, and give me a thumbs up before you click out of this video It is a free way to support my channel, and it gets my content shared and seen in the algorithm, which I really appreciate. It's the only way for new moms to find me here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again really soon. Bye, friends.